Well, isn't this a fine way to start out? I have no idea what happened to the building. Not a clue. It's kind of neat to see people kind of going about their business. Wow. But they're not falling through the world. So I guess that's okay. What in the world is this down here? Okay. Well, this is very interesting. Anyway, excuse me. Anyway, let's go check out the rest of our village. Is it all still here? Kind of looks like it. I was a little bit busy. We went into our world edit and we brought out the chicken coop from Danbury Village. Or Fort, I don't know. And it came with a chicken. Unfortunately, it came with a chicken and not a rooster. So we have 3 eggs here, none are fertilized, and she insists on sitting on them. Okay, that's fine. That's fine if that's how she wants to spend her day. We'll just have to go and find ourselves a rooster. Okay, up here we have a bit of a maze. We have our barn. First, I took the one from Danbury from the World Edit folder. Hi. Yeah? Well, can't you just pretend? There's no animals. She's bored. Anyway, I took the one from the Danbury World Edit and plunked it down. But I had to get rid of it because we had two bulls and a cow and 2 calves, and they were just stuck. They wouldn't move. They were like, I don't know, stuck between the walls or something. I tried eliminating them humanely. Didn't work. They were totally resistant. So, and the calves, I went into survival mode and they couldn't run. They were running, but they couldn't go anywhere. They were like running in place. It was actually kind of funny. Anyway, so we deleted that and built a replacement. Although I would really, really like to do the one from the original barn. Okay, I think we might need to start over to get our building back before we do anything else, because if that building doesn't come back, we're gonna have to start a new world, because I'm not gonna live with the big empty building. Well, a spot where our building used to be. And that's the big building. That's where all the peoples were. That's where all the beds are. I'm not sure I could possibly duplicate that and do it justice. So, we're going to go ahead and start over, and hopefully we get our world back. We'll be right back. It did not come back. Not sure what to do about this. Dude, how did you do that? That's quite amazing. Our fence is missing. Half of this building is missing. What happened? I mean, you know, we've had this happen in worlds before, but we didn't crash. When I was done working in this village, doing the fence and the barn and the chicken coop, closed the game down, wasn't having any issues. Now all of a sudden we have an issue. We're going to start over again. Okay. Somebody put a building in front of us. Let's go check the status of everything and see how it looks. Okay, well, this building is back. The fence is back. All right, I think we're okay. I'd sure like to know what happened, though. Because, like I said, that's happened before, and we just basically moved on to a new world. We panicked. We complained. We looked for support from other people in this world. Got all kinds of ideas of, you know, push this button, push that button, do this, do that. But my solution was just to start over. Because it seemed to me if the world starts to disappear in one spot and then it does it in another spot, yeah, you're probably best to start over. I know we could crash, but hey, what's the worst that could happen, right? Hey, look, we're fine. Bonus. Okay. We did add some shepherd's workstations. We don't necessarily need another shepherd just yet. We don't have any animals. We have one chicken. One chicken. Let's see. We could use another farmer just to balance that out. But I would like to do another farm. This is a very large community with just 2 grain farms. We need some produce farms. This particular village is not self-sustaining if there is no food. And I don't think the other villages around us are stocked up enough to support themselves, let alone this community. Hi, you must work around here. We put a gate here so we could easily escape the village if we needed to. We did fence the whole perimeter with this style here so we can see through. This is a very large area. I did go through all the buildings and took out all of the braziers. We made sure that the buildings that should have the little icons in the corners, we made sure those buildings did have their icons. So all in all, I would say we're probably ready to move on. The work that needed to be done here has been done. They do just need some animals. And like I said, probably another farm with produce and not grain. And I can't think of anything else that they need here that they need us for. So we could probably move on to another location and just do the little details here that need to be done. So, having said that, let's see, where are we? I think we might want to go out this way, because that's where the other village is that we're looking at. The one that smashed into another one. We are going to go take a look at that, because I think I have come up with my solution that I'm going to implement for that village. And I will tell you about that in just a second. I just want to give this one more quick thought. Making sure I did everything I wanted to do here. Okay. Yes, we have very nice large gates. And we will be doing a pass, a super highway, to this village over here. Okay. Let's go explore over here for a second. And I'll tell you my idea. It's not the idea I initially had, but I think it's going to work better, the new idea. Okay, need to fix this path. Yeah, there was a lot to do in this village. But my idea is going to reduce that task list considerably. Oh my gosh, we need to dig this house out. This is kind of crazy. Hi, who are you? What do you do here? Okay, you don't work there. Yeah, I don't know who these people are. I don't know what they do. I don't know where they live. I don't know where they work. I can see that some things are incomplete here. My initial thought was that this village was in transition. They were rebuilding certain areas, certain buildings, and they were using this material. I have since changed my mind about that idea. We are going to remove this village, the blue village, from the ruined village. I did a test on this already and it worked splendidly. Where I went into creative and I used that magic wand and we started right here at this corner and we went diagonally over to the other corner. We highlighted the whole village, including the things that are in the way, and we put it in the World Edit folder. It didn't eliminate it from here. I didn't want to eliminate it. I will eliminate it a bit at a time. But what I wanted to do was get a copy of the whole thing, because we are going to plunk it down right over here where the warehouse was going to go. And you can see that I have already started the process. There are no people in that village. I did this when they were all gathered right here. So nobody got caught up in it. There were a couple of drifters, monsters, but they did not transfer. They did not show up in the new area. What's going on here? Chipmunk. Dude, this is not a safe place to play. So that is the plan. So now what I'm going to do is start taking bits and pieces of the blue village away, leaving the aged village, and then we will repair whatever damage is left. So that is the plan. Oh, we got a lot of animals here, but none in the other village. It'd be nice if they wandered that way. Maybe they will if we put in a superhighway. Anyway, we are going to first look at highlight village places. I want to see where, holy moly, where the perimeter goes here. Wow. Let's see, where is the mayor's workstation in this village? Do we know? Is there one? Yes, I do believe it is upstairs of here. Well, this is a pretty blue color. What's causing that? We'll have to investigate that. There we go. Okay, crush fingers. Hey, we're good. 110. Let's go and drop that down to 55 and see what that looks like. Okay, highlight village places. Highlight village places. Okay, that is much better. What we were trying to do was keep it from crossing into this village. Oh, that's interesting. It's still picking up the waypoint over there. Okay, that is better though. We probably will have to increase it just a bit because it cut off some of our waypoints and our path here. Let's see if it cut off any of our buildings. That'll give us an idea of how much more we need to increase it. Probably just by, gosh, it looks like maybe just 1 or 2. And only on this one side where it cut off our waypoints and our path. Okay, yeah, just 1. So let's go ahead and increase it to 55. That is the exact same number of the other village, 55. Excuse me. Hey, what happened to your blue glow here? Okay. Alright, cross your fingers, no crashing. Hey, it is 55. Let's go 58. Okay, I think that's going to work. So we can go ahead and remove this, highlight village places, and I think we're good to go and take a look at the spot where I plunked down the other part of this blue village that we are removing from this village. Yeah, it's going to be a short highway, isn't it? Right, let's go ahead and wander on over to that location. And here we are at the location where I dropped that village that we plucked out of the middle of the other village. And like I said, this village is still there. We just copied it and brought it here. And we're going to eliminate it a bit at a time from the other village. And I am going to build my warehouse around this village, I guess we'll call it. Still not clear. See, there are problems that we're not real sure about with this. Where this village is not in the same game as our villages where we've been playing. This is the test world where I took this part of the village out. I didn't want to do it in our play world just in case there was problems. Once I know that this worked perfectly, we're going to clean this village up here. We're going to copy it, put it in the world edit, and plunk it in the other game in our warehouse area where we're going to put our warehouse. But we're going to clean it up over here in a different save. Just in case whatever it is we're doing causes problems. Kind of like that part of our world over there disappearing. Should not have affected, what I did here should not have affected the other game. I don't know if it did or it didn't. I took a copy of the other game, changed the name, and installed it as a new game. So, okay, lots to do here. But I think what we're going to do is go back to the other world and start pulling this village out of the other world. We have it safely put down over here, and it's in our world edit. You can see here where I started to clean it up a little bit, leveling the ground. I have a feeling that, and I'm not sure yet, but I think it's possible that we might have to grab these buildings one at a time and lift them up, because it kind of feels like they are not on the same level. So, but we'll figure all that out as we start going through here and cleaning things up. I'm hoping that I get a better idea of what I need to do to clean this up as we're taking the other one apart. So, let's head back over to the other game and start pulling this blue village out of the aged village. And we are back. Let's see, where shall we start? I think we're going to start over here and untangle these two towers. Now, I'm not keeping... we're going to do this in creative, so we're not keeping any of these components. If we come across an item that is unique or that we hadn't seen or don't have, we might keep that item. But for the most part, we're just going to eliminate this blue village. And I'm going to start right here. So I will be back when I have some progress to share. And there we have it. The blue buildings are gone. Now I just need to fill in all of the caverns that it left and start cleaning up what's left of the village here. Oh, dinner. Okay. It never happened